What's going on? This is Magic Mitch, the food adventurer, and in this video, I'm taking on a crazy fast, speedy bacon burger challenge where I have only 8 minutes to finish it in order to get it free. Now, if you've been following along on this trip, this is day 32, challenge number 21 of this tour across the UK and Europe, and for this battle, I'm in Romford, England, at a place called Smoking Griddle, taking on their Fries-In-Burg challenge. Now with this challenge you have to finish a 5-patty bacon cheeseburger, which is also topped with fries and comes with a milkshake of your choosing. Now this challenge does have a tiered system, so the prizes you get depend on how fast you finish the challenge. If you're able to finish this challenge within 8 minutes, you get the 15 British pound meal for free and a spot on their wall of fame. But if you're unable to do that and you get it within 8 to 10 minutes, you'll be up on their wall of fame, but the meal is not free. So I guess technically you could say this is a 10-minute time limit for this challenge, but come on. I mean, I did not travel all the way over here to not get this thing for free. And I actually felt pretty confident about completing this challenge within the 8 minutes. And I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I mean, come on. And to make things more interesting, I was looking to see if I could actually beat Randy Santel's time, which he just set in a record-setting 3 minutes and 56 seconds, which, by all means, that's certainly impressive. And honestly, I knew if I was going to beat his time, it was probably going to come down to one certain aspect, and that was how hot the burgers were when I started. Because let me tell you, when this bacon cheeseburger challenge first came out of the kitchen, it was crazy hot. So I figured I didn't have to rush it, and I would take my time with any photos and videos of the challenge, and that would be enough time for it to cool off. So after a bit, I started the challenge, and I flipped over that top bun to start attacking those patties, and oh man, there was a ton of trapped heat in there that just smacked me square in the face. And I knew right away that was going to make things a lot tougher, since it would probably be the case that each patty would most likely be hotter than the previous. So I started to do my best to separate the burger patties, but those last 2 patties, man. Oh man, let me tell you about those last 2 patties. They just absolutely scorched the inside of my mouth. Now don't get me wrong, these were absolutely delicious patties, but man, they did some damage. So I was trying to do my best to overcome this obstacle and finish strong. Now as far as my thoughts go on this challenge in terms of the setup, I'm giving it a thumbs up. First off, it is a difficult challenge with that short time limit, but I do think it is scaled appropriately since it is a much smaller challenge than what you typically face. And also, I really love the tiered system in this, and I don't think I've ever found a challenge that had a tier system similar to this that I didn't like. And even if you're not able to make it quite under that 8-minute time limit, your wallet isn't getting crushed either, which is pretty nice. And the inclusion of the milkshake is certainly a plus, especially in my case. That means I won't have to be tempted to buy one after the challenge. And as for the taste, again I'm going with a thumbs up. I mean, not really much to say here other than this whole challenge was pretty great. Love the burger and all, especially since the beef patties had this break apart, melt in your mouth quality to them, which I greatly enjoyed. And yes, fries were fries, but in this case they were on the softer side, which is also a plus. And actually, towards the end of this challenge, there were some bits of bacon and cheese mixed in with the fries, so it was almost like having semi-loaded fries. It wasn't too bad. And the milkshake, of course, I mean, milkshake's gonna be great. And as for the milkshake, oh man, it was phenomenal. You really can't mess up a milkshake, and that's not one case, which if you know, you know. Oh, and I did learn that drinking out of that glass bottle with the narrow bottleneck and all did take some getting used to in order to chug it down. And as you can see, I didn't quite get the record, but you know what? That's okay. And I'll continue to say it time and time again. Yes, it feels nice to feed the ego with some record-setting performances from time to time, but getting the win and having a good time doing it is what's most important to me. Plus, if I wanted to, I can always just say that I was the first to complete the challenge and then follow it up with push-ups.
Yes!
482.
If you made it this far and you're having a good time watching this video, then be sure to leave a little magic of your own by liking this video and leaving a comment down below. And if you want to see more food adventures like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as bell notification so you never miss a video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next food adventure.